A 1-year subscription, that's 12 issues, and a free racing t-shirt available in sizes from small to 3X. All you can take home from the Speedway here tonight just for $10. Speedway Illustrated magazine promotes short track racing with great tech articles on how to go faster, safer, and cheaper. Coverage of all classes from mini stocks to modified sprints and super late models and dirt and on asphalt. Guest columnists include Carl Edwards, Kenny Wallace, and Martin Truex Jr. Subscribe today right here at the Speedway down by our concession stand. Speedway Illustrated, your chance to sign up and receive 12 issues starting tonight. The good folks from Whitesboro Plow Shop, top of Washington Street Hill in Watertown, Northern New York's only Fisher authorized snow plow dealer. You definitely want to check out those great folks for all kinds of automotive and big truck service. Check out Whitesboro Plow Shops and Whitesboro Brake and Alignment on Washington Street. We go green! Down into turn number 1 and 2, they will dance for the very first time, and I do mean dance. Middle of the pack, they were 4 wide as they exited turn number 2. Look back up front. Patrick Dupree came off the inside of row number 1. He'll be your leader as we score lap number 1. He'll bring him back to the line. Ryan Bartlett holds on to the number 2 spot behind Bartlett. That is the number 17 of Tyler Meeks. Meeks puts the nose along to the inside as they exit turn number 2. Gary Tompkins goes up the hill, opens the door to the bottom. Jeff Sykes going to slide underneath him in the number 28 machine. Sykes in the Flax High-Rise Construction number 28 just took over the number 4 spot as he'll get in front of the Home Hardware number M96 of Gary Tompkins. David Rogers trying to hold on to the number 6 spot, but here comes Billy Dunn, the Intergrow Greenhouse ride. He's going to get 2 cars off turn number 2. Billy Dunn up into the top 5 just like that. Dunn started back in spot number 9, and he is very quickly working his way towards the front of the field. Back behind them, Jordan McCready trying to sort his way through some traffic as they work off turn number 2. David Rogers got shuffled back a spot, as well as Gary Tompkins. McCready able to slide by Tompkins down the backstretch. Now he'll set his sights to the inside of the Rogers number 44 as they work off turn number 3. This time off turn number 4. McCready with a nose alongside may get the spot down to turn number 1. That side-by-side battle continues, and Jordan McCready, a feature winner a couple of weeks ago, will climb his way just outside the top 5 as they work down into turn number 3 and 4 this time. Watch this battle as they come swinging off the front stretch. Number 24 Patrick Dupree continuing to show the way. Ryan Bartlett trying to close the gap. Bartlett about 5 car lengths back. Then it's Tyler Meeks, number 17. The 28 of Jeff Sykes. Billy Dunn in that number 49. Then it is the 9 of McCready, followed by the 44 of David Rogers as they go to turn number 3 and 4, and then Ryan Arbuthnot next car in line. This time by 21.128. Patrick Dupree a 21.128. Ryan Bartlett a 20.763. 20.763. Billy Dunn a 20.5. So Dunn the fastest on that last lap around the Speedway. But Dupree's got a lot of clean air in front of him as he comes racing down in front. Billy Dunn now switches lanes. They go to turn number 1 and 2. Dupree works off turn number 2, holding on to that lead advantage down the backstretch. Ryan Bartlett chasing him. Billy Dunn now looking right at the back of the Tyler Meeks number 17 as they go to turn number 3 and 4. Dunn gets right onto the back bumper of the 17 of Meeks, trying to move him out of the way. They'll switch lanes down to turn number 1 and 2. Meeks goes up the hill just a second, then comes right back. Dunn had to look to the inside, couldn't get by him as they work off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Checking those lines one more time when they come to the stripe at the line. Patrick Dupree hits the stripe at a 20.842, a 20.842. Ryan Bartlett a 21.27. Tyler Meeks a 21.19. Billy Dunn a 21.49. Yellow flag is going to have to come out. We got a Cox will invade once again. Off turn number 3 and 4, side by side. Green flag will wave. Nice job as they work off turn number 4. Look at this battle. 3 wide front of the field. Ryan Bartlett Bartlett says, how do you like me now? He just drove by the outside, took 2 spots down the backstretch. Bartlett's your leader. Here comes Billy Dunn. He just slid right through the middle of that battle for the number 2 spot. He got between Meeks as they came off turn number 4, and the number 24 of Patrick Dupree took that spot away. Billy Dunn now gets to the inside of Ryan Bartlett. Bartlett puts a nose underneath of Bartlett, trying to hold him off down the backstretch. Dunn down to the inside. Bartlett trying to square it off, comes right down to the bottom of the racetrack, trying not to leave any room on the bottom. Opens the door for just a second. Dunn looks to the inside. Bartlett able to drive by him on the outside. Billy Dunn gets down to the bottom of the racetrack. Bartlett not ready to give it up. Races right back by on the outside. They'll drag race all the way down into turn number 3 and 4. Dunn out to the head of the class as he'll bring him down to turn number 3. Ryan Bartlett's going to settle back to number 2 spot as they work off the north end of the speedway. He'll be followed by the number 17 of Tyler Meeks, the number 28 of Jeff Sykes. Then it's the number 9 of Jordan McCready. McCready racing his way towards the front of the field. Jordan McCready started 8th. He's all the way up into the number 5 spot as they work down into turn number 3 and 4. We are working back towards the halfway point. Cross flags are in the air. We're halfway home. Dirt Car 358 modified action brought to you by the Whitesboro Plow Shops in Watertown. They work off turn number 2, and Billy Dunn, it's been a couple of weeks here since he's visited Victory Lane, and he has opened up a sizable margin over the field. Back behind him, Ryan Bartlett holds on to the 2nd spot. Third is Tyler Meeks as they work off turn number 4. Jordan McCready going to work on the number 28 of Jeff Sykes as they go down to turn number 1 and 2. Sykes able to hold off McCready that last time by. Back behind them, here comes Scott Webb. Webb very quickly working his way towards the front of the field. Ryan Arbuthnot holds on to the 6th spot, but Webb closing on that back bumper as they come off turn number 4, racing down the front stretch. Webb's going to be right there with him as they head down into turn number 1 and 2. Webb with a little bit of backfire, slides the nose underneath Arbuthnot over in turn number 2. Arbuthnot able to hold him off this time. Good battle now as they head to turn number 3 and 4. That is for the number 6 spot as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Right now, Billy Dunn is in his own zip code as he works down the backstretch, about a half a straightaway out in front of Ryan Bartlett's number 39. Battle shaping up for the 3 position. Tyler to hold on. Comes Jeff Sykes to the outside of the racetrack. Battle for the 3rd spot. Sykes bobbles just a little bit. Meeks slides up in front of him. He'll bring the 17 down into turn number 1 and 2. Looking to the outside. Sykes trying to close up one more time. They'll work nose to tail off turn number 2 down the long backstretch here at Can-Am, and closing in about 5 car lengths behind them. Throw Jordan McCready into the mix. There's McCready coming into it as they work off turn number 4 down the front stretch. 18 laps in the book as they swing down into turn number 1 and 2. Billy Dunn has gone and disappeared from the field. Ryan Bartlett trying to hold that 2nd spot, but now Meeks getting a little bit closer to him as they swing into turn number 3 and 4. Meeks trying to hold that spot again. Jeff Sykes trying to close the gap. And then it is the Jordan McCready number 9 machine, followed by Ryan Arbuthnot and the 18W of Scott Webb. Then a distance back to the 96 of Gary Tompkins. He's followed by David Rogers as they come to the line. Looking back through the field, then it's the Mike Manigo number 28. Billy Dunn putting a couple cars down a lap and excluding the number 20 of stock car Steve Bilo. And now caution is out on the speedway. In the book, only 5 more to go here, and caution flag will wave once again. So track safety lights going off. Bill Isley Sr. will pull the FX Caprera pace truck to the infield over on the backstretch. We get ready to go back to racing action. 5 more laps when we take the green. Billy Dunn's going to bring him down to the turn number 3 and 4. He'll pound the throttle. Ryan Bartlett's going to get right in his tire tracks, chase him down to turn number 1 and 2. One car stopped way to the outside of turn number 3 and 4. The caution flag is going to have to come right back out one more time. Well, stock car Steve Bilo rolling to a stop top of the speedway over in turn number 4, and he is signaling. We can see on the video from Chris Marcinko in Northern New York Racing Connection, he is going to need a hook on that number 20 machine on the front end, pointing towards the fade again. 5 laps left in this modified feature. Billy Dunn looking to score another win on the season. He'll bring him off. Turn number 4, green flag is back in the air. Dunn down to turn number 1 and 2. Ryan Bartlett trying to hold on that second spot. Tyler Meeks will chase him off turn number 2, followed by the number 28 of Jeff Sykes. Sykes works to the top side of the speedway. Jordan McCready holds on to the 5th spot. Ryan Arbuthnot 6th now as they work off turn number 4, racing down the front stretch, followed by the number 18W of Scott Webb. Gary Tompkins, the 96, and the 44 of David Rogers. One more time, Billy Dunn's just going to power away from the field down the back stretch. Battle on the racetrack shaping up right now is for the number 2 spot. Ryan Bartlett, the number 39, trying to hold on to it. He'll work right to the middle of the speedway. A little bit of a bobble right in front of this 28 of Tyler Meeks. Meeks able to stay off him as they come off turn number 4. Jordan McCready down to the inside, trying to get to the bottom of the racetrack. Ryan Arbuthnot looked to the outside, couldn't get around. McCready holds on to the number 5 spot. They work down into turn number 3 and 4. Parallel flags coming out. Just one more mile to go for Billy Dunn as he'll come racing down the front stretch. He'll bring him down to the turn number 1 and 2. Ryan Bartlett, again, a strong run in that number 39 right in the middle of the speedway. Tyler Meeks trying to slide underneath as they work off turn number 2 to the outside of the racetrack is Jeff Sykes in that number 28. White flag will be waving. Just one more trip around the speedway. 4 more turns of the wheel for Billy Dunn. But as we said, best battle is for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th right now. Work down into turn number 3 and 4. This time for the final time, Billy Dunn's going to point him into turn number 3 and 4. Checker flag waving. Billy Dunn's going to score the win on a big margin. He'll be followed by Ryan Bartlett back to the line. Behind Ryan Bartlett, Tyler Meeks is going to hold on to the next spot, followed by Jeff Sykes in the number 28 machine. And Ryan Arbuthnot, and rounding out the top 5 will be Jordan McCready in the number 9. Well, back to victory lane once again. The Integral Greenhouse is number 49 of Billy Dunn. Started off the season strong and been chasing the last few weeks out here. Billy getting everything off inside the race car, getting ready to climb out. What do you say, your Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirt Car 358 Modified Feature winner? Here's Billy Dunn! Billy, congratulations. You started off the season really hot, and then the last few weeks you've been chasing these guys. You started deeper in the field. You had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, we've been really good every week. The track's been challenging to say the least, but this weather's been really tough, and we've been good, just haven't been able to quite get to the front. And today we made a bunch of changes we wouldn't normally do, and it was really good.
Yeah, it seemed once you were able to shoot up through some of that traffic, you made a really great move down the backstretch, headed to 3, went right through the middle.
Yeah, just, man, the first couple laps, you got to make moves when you can, because once these guys get strung out and get their momentum going, you might not ever get them. So we got lucky to pick off a few there, them first 5-6 laps, and get to the front.
And you said with this weather, the track, like you said, there's a couple of rough spots. You had to kind of wheel around a couple of holes out there.
Yeah, it's just the nature of the beast. The track's definitely got some character, and you just gotta definitely get up on the wheel a little bit. And it's the first time we've really had a car that was good here than the last couple weeks.
People you want to thank, Bill?
Yeah, definitely my crew. Integral Greenhouse is Bill Cook. My dad, Number One Speed, Bicknell Racing Products, Integra Racing Shocks, Engine Research Engines, great power, and again, my crew. They work their tails off, and we're getting a little discouraged here the last couple weeks, but this is good.
All right, congratulations. Back to victory lane once again. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Dunn is your 358 modified feature winner here in the Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirt Car 358. He's going to pull our 50-50, so grab your 50-50 tickets out.